Happy Friday. We're going to make this one a quick one. This week, actually, I was very surprised with the students. They already knew most of the stuff that we talked about. So props to the third grade and second and first and kindergarten teachers on last year. We did comparison and ordering this week. So comparison. We're still using our place value chart, but we're not making our place value chart as often. We're looking at numbers. For example, we have the number 468,488, and we want to know whether it is more or less than 404,476. I want to know if it's greater than, less than, or equal to. So the first thing we do is we look at the greatest place. Well, okay, even before that, first thing we look at is to see whether we have the same amount of digits or not. If one of these had fewer digits, if it was if it only went to the 10,000s place, it would automatically be smaller. Or if one of them went up to the millions place, it would be automatically be greater. But in this case, they both go to the 100,000s place, and we have a 4 in each of them. So the value of this 4 is 400,000, and the value of this 4 is also 400,000. I'm not making them write this out. Why is it not focusing? There we are. I'm not making them write this out, but that's what they need to be thinking, is that 400,000 is here, 400,000 is here. So since those are the same, we need to go to the next place value, the next smaller place value, which is our 10,000s place, and compare those. Well, here the 6 has a value of 60,000 because it's in the 10,000s place. The 0 has a value of 0 because anything times 0 is nothing. So in this case, definitely 6 is greater than 0. And therefore, this whole number, is greater than this one. I've been having them underline the digit in the place value that's telling them which one is greater or less than or equal to. And they have been using as we've put it, the alligator mouth always eats the greater one. So in this case, the alligator mouth will go towards the greater number. Let's see. Another example of this would be if we have 41,771 versus 54,464. Well, automatically, first we see they're both 5 digits. They go to the 10,000s. But then we look at the first place value. We're already seeing a difference. 5 is greater than 4, so this is 5 10,000s versus 4 10,000s. So this one is already bigger. Anything else that happens over here doesn't matter because this is more. 50,000 is more than 40,000, so all that is more. And so we've been going through so many different examples of these through the week, but like I said, I am not worried about 90% of this group with comparison. They have been doing fantastic during practice. So let's move on to ordering. Ordering is still doing our place value. We're still looking at comparing them. And I should have cut this out beforehand, but I did not think of it. But I gave each group the other day a slip of paper like this with 4 to 5 numbers on it. Had them cut out the individual numbers. And then I had them work together as a group to put them in order from least to greatest. So the first thing what they want to look for is, do these have a different number of digits, which I still don't have an example of. So let me get one more to add to the group. For example, we have these 5 numbers. We're going to order them from least to greatest. This one only has 4 digits, so it only goes up to the thousands place. So we know already that this is the smallest one. I'm going to go ahead and put it over here to the left. Keep it on the screen. Now, these all have 5 digits. They all go up to the 10,000s place. So the next thing we want to do is look at the digits in the 10,000s place. Well, we have an 8, a 5, a 1, and a 5. Okay, well, the smallest of those is the 1. So this is 10,000. This is 50,000, 50,000, and 80,000, a value of. So this one would be next. We have 9,000, roughly, and then 17,000. Now we have 3 more to check. We're again looking at the highest place value digit, 8, 5, and 5. So 5 is less than 8, but we have 2 of them. So we're going to set this to the side for now and look at these. We have 5, 1, 5, 1, same, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 9. Okay, in the in the hundreds place? We have a 3 and we have a 9. So this is 300, this is 900. Therefore, this one will be our next greatest, and then the next. And then this one has the greatest place value in the highest, or the greatest digit in the highest place value. And they have gone smallest to largest. We then, after working in groups, I gave them this worksheet where we did the same thing, but rather than making them rewrite, it is struggling to focus today. Rather than making them rewrite all these numbers, what we've been doing is that the smallest is going to be 1, the largest will be 4 or 5 or however many numbers we're comparing, and then all the ones in between, 2, 3, etc. So for this one, once again, we have 4 digits. The rest of them are 5 digits, so this one's automatically the smallest. We go now to the first digit in each of these. We have a 1, a 2, and a 4. Easy. 1 is smaller than both of those. We put a 2. 2 is the next smallest, and then this one will be the greatest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, least to greatest. That's how we did this whole worksheet, and I let them take it home to study the other day. So if you saw that, great. If not, ask them about it and have them study it. Lastly, let's go through the study guide today. So this is the actual study guide we did. The test will be just like this, except with different numbers. Okay, so we have this number right here, 9,043,425. There's actually no rounding on this test. Let's just get rid of that. But we're comparing and ordering, and then this part is just a review from last week. So we have 9,043,425, and we're going to use that to solve numbers 1 through 7. Number 1 says, which digit is in the tens place? It's very important that they notice the word digit, because I don't want them to write the value of it. I just need them to write the digit. So remember, digits are anything 0 through 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. In this case, we are looking at the tens place. Well, we have a ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and millions. In the tens place, we have a 2, so we're going to write 2 here. In the 10,000s place, well, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, there's a 4. Which digit is in the 1,000s place? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. There's a 3. Which digit is in the 1,000,000s place? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. We have a 9. Now, after doing 1 through 4, where we're looking just for the digit, we're looking for what the value of the digit in that place is. So we have a value of, we're looking for the value of the 9. The 9 is in the millions place. So if you have 9 1,000,000s, you have 9 mil, sorry, I got ahead of myself. We're looking at the 3. If you have 3 and it's in the thousands place, that means you have 1,000 3 times. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Hopefully they know how to write 3,000, but if they do not, they can look at the 3 and then count the number of digits to the right. 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 place values that we're going to replace with zeros to write 3,000. The value of the 9. Okay, again, value. We have a 9 and it's in the millions place. So we are going to write 9 with 6 zeros, placing our commas in the correct places, just like they are here. And again, you can look to the right to see how many digits are to the right. Replace them with zeros, you have 9 million. Number 7 says circle the digit in the 100,000s place. Well, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, they're going to actually circle that digit. And we have 0. Now we move on to 8 through 10, which is more of what we've done this week. We compare the numbers by looking first at the greatest place value, because they could accidentally look at the ones place and say, hey, this has more, we have 4 and this one just has 2. But that doesn't really matter, because this actually has 40 where this has 20. So make sure that we are starting from the left. So when we start from the left, 500,000, 2,000, 2,000, 400, all these are the same so far. But now we get to the tens place, like I said earlier, and this one has 2 tens and this one has 4. 4 tens is more than 2 tens, so that one is greater. The alligator eats the greater. 808,790 versus 808,790. They're the same, so we have an equal sign. 10. All of these are 9s. All of these are 1s. Often, students will see this and say, hey, 9 is more than 1, and automatically put the alligator sign, the greater than sign, to the 9s. But if they're careful, they will notice this has 6 digits, so this is only 900,000, whereas this is 7 digits, so it's 1 million. So you can have all of this, but if you have 1 in the millions place, you're more than that. So they're going to underline that one and show that there is no millions place, and we have greater than going there. Let me scoot this up, and we are to our final two. Least to greatest. I had greatest to least last year, but I do not want to do that. So we changed number 12 to least to greatest as well. So all they have to do is just organize them from least to greatest. All right, number 11. We have well, first of all, we have 5 numbers. They all have 6 digits, and we have 3 of them that start with 3. Then we have 4 and 6. So we can be pretty positive that this one will be the greatest, but we've got a lot to look through with these. So we have 3 in the 100,000s, 3 in the 100,000s, 3 in the 100,000s, 0, 0, 0 in the 10,000s. We've got 3 in the thousands, 3 in the thousands, 5 in the thousands. So we know this is not the smallest. So now we're just comparing these two. 5 in the hundreds, 5 in the hundreds, 5 in the tens, 7 in the tens. Okay? So this one is going to be number 1. It is the least. This one will be 2. It is more. This one will be 3. It's more. Then we look at the greatest place value, 4 versus 6. These are both greater than all 3 of these, but this one is going to be number 4, and then this one will be number 5. Number 12. On this one, we actually have some that only have 5 digits, whereas the others have 6. So we know one of these is going to be our smallest, 91,154 versus 91,184. And they would go through and look at all the digits and see that the tens place is once again different. So this will be our number 1 because 5 is less than 8. Number 2, and then now we check the greatest place value, 2, 5, and 8 in that order. So 200,000 is less than 500,000, 500,000 is less than 800,000. And that's all for this week. Once again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.